Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. Today, we're looking at some GarageBand new stuff. And we're going to be working on some FMC guitars and bass. But first, let's kick off with a new Songtember song by a new entrant, Tom Carrera. Waiting on the Wind. Oh yeah. Boom.
Something's moving in the air. You can't see it, but it's there. Pressure's building in the atmosphere. Something's growing near. When the southern seas are warm, mixed with cooler air. Now you feel it start to build and rise, and waiting on the wind. There's a storm brewing, moving through the ice, starting on a journey to the Keys and the southern times. There's a storm a-brewing, I can feel it in my bones. I can see it in the night sky, watching how the birds fly. There's a fire on the western coast. Politicians argue why. The smoke is traveling through the atmosphere, turning day to night. The ice is melting way too fast. Seals and bears can't live there. You see it on the nightly news. No one seems to care. There's a fire burning right before our eyes. Human race needs learning, or our world will die. There's a storm a-brewing, feel it in my bones. I can see it in the night sky, watching how the birds fly. In the night sky, watching how the birds fly. In the night sky, watching how the birds fly.
Tom Carrera, who I see is here in the chat as well, and that is his Songtember entry for this year. Hello, hope you're all doing well. Thanks, Tom, for letting me play that track. Good job, my friend. Well done. I hope you're all doing well. Hey, if you're watching over on Facebook, more the pity to you. You can always join us over here at youtube.com/Jade Starr, or you can head over to Twitch at twitch.tv/HowToApp on iOS. Or you can watch the show in the browser every day at howtoapp.ios.com. Hello to everybody in the chat. I hope you're doing well. Let's go through some names. Boom! Russ8889, Audible Video. Look who it is. It's Thomas Christ. And look what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a Thomas Christ t-shirt. Let me move my microphone for a second. Look at that. Thomas Christ, the creator. Thank you very much for the merch, Thomas Christ. Fits beautifully. Looks sexy. Now wherever I go out, once the lockdown ends and I'm allowed outside, which will never happen, I can have Thomas's face all over my tits. Yeah. Good stuff. Boom. Paying to get, welcome to you. Hello to Scott. Hello to, I said Audible Video. Blah, 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 blah. Danny Broderick, long time no see. It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. Si, always effing good to see you. Thanks, Thomas, for pasting the link into the chat to Tom's YouTube channel. Make sure you go over and check out Tom's music because he's got a whole heap of music. Yeah? And it's good to support those who support the supporters of the supporting support staff. Yep, whatever. Kim Harden Hudson. Hello, Kim. I hope you're doing well. Joe Glenn. There's my partner in crime, Joe Glenn. We'll talk about what went down yesterday because people should be aware of stuff. It was a fun day, wasn't it, Joe? Kev Hart, my brother from another mother. Hello, Kev. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Em, if you're around. Who else is here? Dave Fox. Hello to you. Hello, Adam Burst. Adam Burst has got a wicked song happening. Is that the first song you dropped to DistroKid as well, Adam? I know Adam's dropped a song to DistroKid for his Songtember effort. He's got a video clip. Everyone's firing on all cylinders. It's really awesome to see. Guzzo of Oz, good to see you too. Is there anyone else I've missed? Jamie Melander. Dude! Hope you're well. I think I've got everybody, have I? Thomas Gillane. Hello, Thomas. Hambo Hanslow, hello, my friend, hello. So it is your first track released to DistroKid. Congratulations then, Adam Burst. That's fantastic. Fantastic. So we'll play that too soon. Once your clip's ready and all that stuff, we'll play it on here as well. I think I've got everybody. Cool. I'm still scrolling, but I think we've got everybody. Alrighty, we've got a bit to cover today because who knew GarageBand dropped a new pack? What crazy world do we live in? Any price updates? App updates. Let's do those quickly. I don't think there's too many. I don't think there's any at all, really. Only Base Leveler is really a price drop. $5.99 to $2.99. All of the Ape Soft apps are all on sale, yeah? All the the Gorilla apps. What the fuck? It's early. Give me a break. What am I doing? Yeah, if you missed yesterday's updates, you missed them, didn't you? I think tomorrow is the last day for Cubases 2 and 3. So if you haven't got that, and Mixbox as well. Good times. Alrighty. Let's cover a couple of things. So some of you may know that I've been doing some drums for people. I did drums for Joe and Barry Glenn's project. Let's open it up, shall we? Let's talk about this. So when I send a project back to somebody, I zip it up and either send it by Google Drive, right, and then make it a public file so they can open it on the other end and you don't have to exchange email addresses. It's very important to remember if you're sharing files on Google Drive to do that, or share it via iCloud. Now, yesterday when I shared this one, Joe and Barry Glenn's track, every time Joe tried to open the track, it came up with this error. This is the error that it came up with. Let's see if I can find it without... I don't have it saved. Anyway, it was unable to open audio. And it said missing packs, audio packs. So she was actually missing audio packs. And here's why. Because I made a conscious effort not to add anything weird that Joe or Barry might not have, like any AUV3 plugins or anything like that. I just tried to keep it very simple. And here you can see in the track, so I did my initial drum track here. There it is. So that's me playing the drums into the actual track on my drum kit. And then I go ahead and I split these tracks up into individual tracks here. So kick, snare, tom, hi-hat, ride, and 2 crashes. Why do I do 2 crashes? Because GarageBand only gives you 1. So you can change the kit. And here's what I did. I actually chose the Motown drum kit. And Joe didn't have the Motown drum kit downloaded from the free drum packs. So every time she tried to open the file, it was coming up with an error. And I'm not sure what iOS she's on, but when she tried to download those drum packs, she said she couldn't download them. So possibly she's on an older version of iOS, and that's why. So how did we get around it? Well, I just went in to this crash. This was the offending crash. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits of a crash caused all these problems. So what I had to do was go into the crash here and just change it from the Motown kit that I had, Motown Revisited, there it is there, to the SoCal, because at least I knew she'd have the SoCal kit in there. So now she has all these drums. Groovy. There you go. So it's just a good piece of advice to be aware when you are collaborating with people using GarageBand, yeah, to make sure, A, they have the same AUV3 plugins that you're using. You may think, oh man, I just made this guitar sound great or whatever. Then you send the project back and they don't have that plugin. So ensure that they have it. And if you're not sure, you can't get through them, GarageBand has a whole heap of things that you can use. There are free things that you can use as well, in case you don't want to cost them money. There are ways around this, yeah? So just things to keep in mind. And yeah, so check what they have. And when in doubt, use what's in GarageBand, because there's plenty there, yeah? Alrighty, I think we've covered that. It was a fuck around. Both of us needed a very stiff drink afterwards because it went for quite a fair while, but you know, we get there in the end. And I know Joe a few times said, oh, I think we'll give up. And I was very persistent and said, no, we will not give up. We will finish this. We will get there. And we did. So, you know, don't give up, folks. There's always a way around working these things, yeah? Alrighty. Let's kick off the show today by talking about the new pack. Hello, Andy Goldsby. Let's talk about this while we're here, before we jump in, because it is newsworthy. So this week on the show, if you've been here for the last 3 weeks, been doing the Wart series, looking at a whole bunch of things. We had the first episode of the special Songtember Wart series was writing a bio for yourself. The second one was about branding and promotion. Last week, we talked about your value, how you value yourself. This week is the final one in the 4-part series where we're going to bring it all together. We're going to bring it all together, bitches. And we're going to bring it all together in absolute style by having Andy Goldsby on the show. And we're going to bring it all together to talk about getting your music radio airplay. Okay, and why are we going to talk about this? And why is it important to think about all the things we've talked about in the last 3 weeks? Because you're going to need that stuff if you want to get some radio airplay. You're going to need your bio, you're going to need your branding. You're going to need all this stuff to bring it all together and get this the radio airplay. Hello, Peter, a new patron in the group. Welcome to the Patreon group. Thank you for joining as well, Peter. So, why are we talking about radio airplay? Now, don't take this as I'm giving shit to anything here. Hello, Brad. Love you, Brad. Welcome to the show. But there's life outside of YML and Metalhead Hippie and, Ron Reddy, Ron's music show, and Tom's rock show, right? It gets a bit circular after a while. You can get your music played on internet radio, on radio. Why have I got Andy on the show? Because Andy has proven it in the Indigo Sunsets. Within a very short amount of time, has had his music played on BBC Radio. Radio stations are always desperate for music, and if you're able to bring together all these things and package them off and keep in contact with these people and send them off, you can make that happen, yeah? So we'll talk about that in 2 days' time. So make sure you're here for it because it's going to be great. Andy is fantastic, and most of you know that Andy's an absolute gun. All right, let's talk about GarageBand for a little bit, and then we'll jump into my Songtember project. GarageBand dropped a new pack yesterday. Hallelujah. And it wasn't an 808 pack, because we need another 200 808s, don't we? And there we are. Thanks, Peppy. Right. God, I'm out of breath. Listen to me. I'm choking. Let's go to my iCloud Drive, GarageBand OS. Let's create a new project. And let's have a listen to some of these sounds that GarageBand dropped. As I said, definitely not an 808 pack. It isn't the rock pack that we all desperately are craving for, man. I want a rock pack, yeah? But we got something interesting at least. We got these soundscapes and atmospheric stuff, which is really cool. And I'm going to go through just a few of them. Not going to go through the loops because Pete did a show yesterday just covering loops. I'm just going to go through some sounds. Yeah, Thomas was really bummed we didn't get any more 808s. Yeah, I was bummed. I was hoping for 909s this time, or maybe 10010s, or 1111s, or 666s, but we didn't get any of those. Righty, so here we are in GarageBand. I have chosen a synth here. We're going to go into, how do you get to these? So here you are. You choose this little box here in the middle, Epic Cloud Formation, which is normally your opening. Go to main categories, hit recently downloaded, and scroll down till you'll find Alpha Waves. Now you need to download this pack, right? How do you download the pack? Let's remind you just in case you don't know. You go to your sound library here, click on this, and there it is, Alpha Waves. You click on it and hit download, and you're good to go. 50 sounds, man. 50 Alchemy sounds. 140 loops. Pretty generous. And there's some really nice stuff in here. So we'll head back over to Alchemy. Click the little box, main categories, recently downloaded, and we'll find Alpha Waves. Let's bog in, shall we? Do I have my keyboard set up? Wasn't that cute? So you've got a whole lot of arpeggiated stuff. You've got one bass track. You've got a bunch of guitars. You've got some keys, mallets, a whole lot of pads, rhythmic stuff, sound effects, but mostly some soundscapes in there that's really cool. Stringed and synth sounds. So there's a whole bunch of stuff for you to play with, yeah? And they're all really nice. It's got a real Twin Peaks feel. So it's a really nice arps in there. There's some guitar stuff. There's this one bass sound. Let's drop it down an octave. Almost sounds like a didgeridoo. Let's listen to these guitars. I bet they don't sound like guitars. As you can see, I'm just holding down notes, so there's heaps of movement with these, yeah? Man, it sounds like somebody's flicking elastic bands in the side of my head, if that's a sound. So you got a real lo-fi sound with this warped pluck. It's got a crazy delay going on. So we've got some keys here as well. I'm not going to go through all these, obviously. Wow, that's pretty dark. Let's go an octave even lower. Summertimes. Summertimes? Did I say times? So we've got some keys. Got mallets. Of course, we got some ethereal bells. Hello, Joshua. Hope you're okay. A warm winter day. Man, a lot of these have got some really cool back and forward delay things going on, reverby stuff. Some warbles. Aurora Waves. This is what the actual pack's called, so this one better be good. Deep skies. So this one's a grower. Man, that's really cool. That's cool. How did I know Brad was going to say that? Let's try out these lo-fi voices. Yeah, look, the one thing that's kind of concerning about this pack is, I don't know if you all know this, but when you make kind of soundscapey music or like relaxing meditation music or the similar kind of genre of music and try and distribute it through DistroKid, a lot of the time they'll reject your music. So it's a word of warning to think about it when you're making music. Why is this? Well, a couple of years ago, about 3 years ago, DistroKid had an influx of people releasing meditational music and stuff like that, and just coming in and using like one sound from a pack of things, and then passing that off as just, so just that changing. And poor old Apple I say poor old, they're not poor at all, but Apple and Spotify got overrun with all these very similar meditational musics. So they actually put a kibosh on it and kind of went, yeah. So if you choose one of the genres that's kind of like, I forget what it is. You can't choose classical. I know that when you're uploading to DistroKid. And there's something else that you can choose, but it will pretty much mean your music won't get released because just so many people are releasing the same old shit, pretty much. Hello, Sean. I hope you're doing well. Got some rhythmic stuff in here. See, this is what I mean. Somebody probably just released something like this, one chord. Because, believe it or not, there are scammers out there in every scene, and music's no different. There's people trying to make a buck just by doing shit like this, one chord, using somebody's hard work that they've created a patch for, nothing else. Thunderous ambience. Boom. So that even reminds me, a lot of people were trying to release like thunder sounds and rain sounds and stuff on Apple Music and Spotify, and they just got to the point where they said, we're not releasing that shit. Yeah. This one's pretty nice. Look, you can't really complain, man. This stuff's free. It's pretty good for free. Can't complain. Like, let's be fair. GarageBand, Apple have been dropping a whole lot of packs lately, so at least we're getting a whole lot of stuff. Let's hope that elusive rock pack is coming with some extra guitars, some real guitars and stuff. That'd be really cool. Some new bass sounds. That'd be awesome. Hello, Dean. I hope you're doing well. Hey, look who it is. It's that guy. The guy who comes in and says, hey, look who it is. It's that guy there. It's Pete Johns. Hope you're doing well, Pete. Hey, Pete, I hope you're going to watch my show on Friday with Andy Goldsby. We're going to talk about getting your music on the radio, because you have a song that really should be on the radio. Hopefully you're going to do some promotion this time around. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more. It's all right, folks. Me and Pete love each other. We've broke bread in the real world. Man, there's definitely some really ace sounds in here. We've got these string sounds as well. Man, this is nice. I like this one. Did you know if you find a sound that you like, you can just hit save and you can go Dusty Strings fave, right? And just hit enter And now that'll be in your... See? It's saved as a fave. I changed the name of it. Is that how you save it? I think so. Does it go into your little save things? Customs? Yeah, see, it's in my customs now. See that? Now I'm down in customs. So you can save your favourite sounds if you really like them. It's good shit, yeah? Let's go back to where I was. Where were we up to? Dusty Strings. So we're almost here. Hello, Vortex. Thank you for the kind super chat. Repetition. I thought this would be the last one I'll go through. I'm not going to go through any loops. So some really nice sounds in there. What do you think? I think it's really cool. It's definitely one of their better updates. Maybe we'll go through some loops. What do we got? Loops. We need to go do a filter by sound packs. And we need to find alpha waves. Let's see, what's in here? Is these, oh man. I hate that. I've got multiple selected. So we need to get rid of Oakfelder. So here's some of the loops. I don't have to do anything now. I can vape. What you'll notice too is a lot of these loops are really long. 8 bars, 16 bars. There's a few that is 32 bars, like this one. This one's 32 bars. Man, the last time I saw 32 bars was in Thailand. Thank you, Peppy. So yeah, we got another 32 bars here. Chaotic shifting arc. Up. Yeah, see, and this goes back to what I was saying. You missed, Pete, how I was talking about how DistroKid were stopping people from releasing ambient, relaxing wind stuff like this. Because people were just trying to upload stuff like this. So Spotify and Apple put the kibosh on relaxing music and stuff like that. Peppy needs an 808. Should I do that Audible video? Make an 808 version of the badumch. Peppy says so. There's a lot of good stuff in here, man. Nothing I can use for FMC. Peppy's my drummer. When I tell jokes, Peppy... He lives in a cage out the back. I feed him bread and water. So look, here's another 32 bar things. And all super chats that come through go to feeding Peppy. See, Peppy likes that. Peppy's just part of the nonsense that goes on this show. Yeah, man, there's heaps of them. Look at these. Another one. No, 1, 2, 3. There's a heap of them. And the thing is too, like they're revolving all the way through the 32 bars. That's really interesting. So you're not just getting the one kind of 8 bar over and over. They're really evolving stuff. I'm just... Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, see? Just... So, I mean, you could chop these fuckers up into lots of different parts. Hello, fam. Good to see you. We got a 24 bar one. By the way, Thomas Christ's album, The Creator, is now available. Cheap Pops. Thanks again, Thomas, for the shirt. I definitely won't be wearing this shirt in the private moments when I'm... Don't think I could deal with Thomas's face on my chest. Oh dear. Alright, so I think you get the drift. Pretty cool, man. Free. Free. If you don't have it, get it. You're able to download it on iOS 14 up to 14.8. You don't need iOS 15. iOS 15 dropped yesterday. That's up to you if you want to download iOS 15. Pete has decided to do it over on his channel on one of his burner phones. I'm going to do it on my burner phone later today as well. Good times. I do recommend, like Pete would recommend also, that if you're in the middle of a project, don't update to iOS 15. Just hold off. Let the lemmings go first and go through if there's any bugs or any AUV3 stop working or anything like that. Let the lemmings go first. Yeah? Don't be a lemming. It's not worth it. Finish your projects before you update to iOS 15. Just some advice from somebody who's been there, done that. Right? It sucks if your project gets delayed because you've updated to iOS 15 and something breaks. Good times. You're still on iOS 13.6? Wow, that's really weird, man. Why would you do that? 14.8 is really good. Everything works beautifully. Plus, there's critical updates you should be getting for your phone. Update, man. Yeah, let Pete be your lemming. Don't be afraid to update Mobile Music Pro. Everything's working. In fact, you'll probably find things work better. But, you know, here am I saying about iOS 15. I probably won't update iOS 15 on all my major devices here until 4 or 5 months. That's just how I roll, bitches. Alrighty, let's jump in. We're going to do some FMC stuff because it is Songtember and I need to wrap up my EP. I'm doing a 7-track EP and it's time I get my ass into gear because today I'll be doing bass and drums. Tomorrow I'll be doing vocals and hopefully by the weekend I will be mixing, mastering and releasing this onto DistroKid because time is of the essence and I hope everybody is doing well with their Songtember songs. Now I'm not sure which tracks. So yesterday I had opened this track, which is Placenta, Pancakes and Puke. And we're going through my bass sound that I've chosen on here. Let's have a look. I'm going to pull out the guitars, and just leave the drums and bass in here. Let's have a listen. So what we need to do first is we need to do some mixing, yeah? We need to get these levels down. They're pretty crazy. So what I'm going to do first is down the bottom here, I'm going to add a track. I suggest you do this with all your tracks. It's a clever thing to do, and it costs you nothing to do. So you go in here and create, oh, hang on, you don't even do that. What am I doing? So down the bottom, we're going to hit an FX track. Do you need to create a track? No. Oh, yeah, you do. I think you do. Do you need to create a track before you do an FX track? I can't remember. I'm going to create one anyway. I just want a vocal track here anyway. So we're going to create a clean, fun track because clean is fun. Anyway, good times. So, I know you say you can't do it. How do you add? Do you have to be on? Oh, this is how we do it. I'm talking to myself. So I'm going to hit FX up the top here, this little FX button. I'm going to hit record and just doodle anything on here. Just doodle whatever I want. Hit record. Doodle, 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 doodle. And stop that. Now when I go down the bottom, I've got this effects track down here. Yeah. And I'm going to delete that, what it recorded, because I don't need it. What I'm using this for is as a master track. So I can remove the effects track. And when I click on this now, I can actually go in to the visual EQ, and I have over to the right here a volume control. So I can control the whole overall mix. So it's like a makeshift master track that GarageBand doesn't give you. It's a cheats way to do it until GarageBand finally give it to us what we want. Give me what I want, what I really, really want, but who knows if they will. And it helps you just reel things in, yeah? So next, we're going to just fix these drums. Let's get these drums in. So I'm going to do a faders down mix and try and get this. I'm going to just turn everything down on this because a lot of these tracks I'm going to delete. They are not needed at this point. So let's just turn everything down. We'll unsolo everything as well. Then we can find out what we need to mute. I think the top 3 tracks I don't need. Let's have a play and start to try and bring in a mix for the drums so then everything else on top will make sense. We can get rid of that solo track as well. And let's solo these. Oh, we don't need to solo. We're going to turn them up, aren't we? So we've got kicks first. We've got some hats here. That's a rider, is it? So I've got hats and ride in there. That's stupid. Let's fix that. That needs to be fixed. I can't believe I haven't done that. So what I'm going to do here is duplicate this track. Now I'm going to go into here, hit edit, and we're going to split these up because I want the rides. I want these separate. So I'm just going to grab all of these. Copy. Actually, I'll hit cut. Put my marker there, and then I'm going to paste these into the track below. So now I have these ride hits in a completely separate track. Did I get them all? Oh, you know what I did wrong? Let's undo that. Rookie mistake. See? And mistakes make us better. What happened there? Here's what went wrong. These drums are all chopped. They've got a split in them. And if you ever want to do anything like that, you're going to need to rejoin them. So you just select both tracks and then hit join. And you can join these back together. You can only do this with MIDI. Remember, you can't do it with audio tracks. Only with MIDI tracks. So they're all joined. Let's join these two. And these. And we are good. So now I can go in here and select all these ride hits all together. And that was stupid because I got rid of the first ones. See, I'm making mistakes for your benefit. Let's just copy these and I should be able to paste them back in here. I think it's about here. Let's see how we go. Perfect. Good stuff. So we'll copy all those. Actually, cut them out. And now I can paste them in a track underneath. Done. So now all those ride hits are on a separate channel to the hats. Let's go back and listen to this. So we've got cymbals here. There's 3 cymbal tracks. Okay, so let's bring in the bass and see how that's sounding on here. Now, I've used the bass sound. I've actually used high definition, which is a GarageBand bass sound. It's pretty fat. I didn't really need to do anything to it. I just loaded it in. Don't be afraid to give the GarageBand guitar and bass sounds a try before using an AUV3. You'll save on memory usage and all that kind of stuff. So this is pretty fat. Now you'll notice I can go into this FX track down here and go into the visual EQ, and you'll see I can control the master level here. So let's bring in some guitars. Let's hear that again.
So yummy for my tummy, you've got nothing to lose but center pancakes and puke. Yummy for my tummy, you've got nothing to lose but center pancakes and puke. No.
So there's only 3 guitar tracks in this. So that's sounding pretty good now. I think these are the keeper tracks down here. Let's just listen to these other tracks. I think I'm going to remove these. Right, so I can remove this because it's got some wrong notes in it. So that I'll do at another stage. That I'll do in tomorrow's show. These are vocals here that I'll just keep. These I can get rid of, so we can remove these tracks. Let's delete that. Let's delete this one. I think I'll just make sure I'm doing the right ones. We'll solo this. So this is pretty much this song. I'm not changing the bass in this. I'm probably going to add this extra guitar track, but this, let's have a listen to this all the way through and see what it sounds like.
I don't know what you will say. Now you bleed as I know you will take. Now you take it down to your face. I don't know what you're gonna say. Love me for my tummy, you got nothing to lose. But then into pancakes and you. Love me for my tummy, you got nothing to lose. But then into pancakes and you. You don't know what you will say. Now you bleed for another fucking day. Take your stuff to your moment of way. I don't know what you're gonna do today. Love me for my tummy, you've got nothing to lose. But then into pancakes and you. Love me for my tummy, you've got nothing to lose. But then into pancakes and you. Love me for my tummy, you've got nothing to lose. But then into pancakes and you. Love me for my tummy, you've got nothing to lose. But then into pancakes and you.
Sweet. So what we're going to do with this, even though I'm not doing what I should do, we're just going to duplicate this. So I know 3 is the one that's what we want to go with. Let's check out another FMC one, shall we? Because we've got Crusty Hunt. And what we're going to do is grab this and duplicate it straight away. Do the right thing this time. Let's see where this is at. We shall add in some effects here like we did before. Hit record. And get rid of this effects recording. So we've got a master track. Let's delete that. Go into our master track, bring the volume down a bit. This is an arduous process, but definitely one that's worthwhile adding in this FX track. Let's do a faders down mix again. We'll bring everything down, down, down. Going down, baby. Going down. There's our bass. I think that's an extra guitar track. Everything else is muted. Alrighty, let's bring in some kicks. Bring in some bass. Man, that is some low-tuned bass. Okay, let's bring in the vocals, see what they sound like.
I've got a passion for bakeries. I like the taste of sweet pastry. Gotta get it before it's gone. Ooh, yeah. Crusty cunt. Tastes like blood. Crusty cunt. Smothered in cum. Crusty cunt.
Hello, Gary. Hope you're doing well.
Down to the bakery, wrap your lips around pastry, made into a shape of a gun. You gotta get some, it's yum yum. Crusty cunt, comes like sun. Crusty cunt, smothered in cum. Crusty cunt, covered in blood. Crusty cunt, soaked in blood.
Note to self, guitars need to be fixed in here. Let's use the notepad, shall we? Record drums. See, you've got a little notepad in here if you didn't know that. You can leave yourself little notes. So that's cool. So the guitars need to be redone. Pretty sure the bass is all good in here with the drums. We'll have a listen to it, make sure it's all good.
Gotta get to the bakery. Get some cunt.
I call this comedy grind art. Comedy grind art. Here's the thing, you make up your own genre. Pastry core. Crusty punk. Yeast metal. So I think the bass is pretty good for this. Don't need to do anything. Bass is okay. Beautiful. Right, let's move on. So I've got to do guitars for that. We're going to go over time today. It just is what it is. Let's have a look at Suck the Mustard. Let's, instead of just opening that, let's do a duplicate. Some, number 3, Bakery Core. All right, we're going to add our effects track here. Hit record. Now we have our little master channel. We can turn this sucker down, get rid of that. Goodbye. Let's go into EQ, bring the volume down a bit. And let's do a faders down. So we've got all our drums here. I think there's some tracks up the top which I'm not using either, so these can all get deleted at some point. We'll start with the drums. Let's hit play. Oh, I kept the vocals in there. Nice one. Kicks. Snare. Hats. So we've got some rides here. We've got toms in this song, do we? Oh no, these are crashes. We'll just check out this bass because I've got my bass ready to go because I know there's 2 songs that are missing bass. Probably bring those kicks in a little bit more. So we got a few guitar tracks in this one. So we got 2 split. Then we've got this one. So we've got a harmony. I'm surprised at how far I've got this. These are nearly ready. I'm pretty happy with that so far. I think that's cooking. That's not too bad. Everything sounds like it's in place, so that's good. So yeah, I'm actually quite surprised at where I'm at with these songs. I didn't think I was this far ahead. Let's duplicate. Check out Wank Snot Sandwich, shall we? By the way, this is a perfect album for your grandma, for Uncle Dave, anybody you hate. Perfect album. So, you know, it's available in all stores. And there will be merchandise. Throw pillows, duvet covers, tea cozies, the whole lot. Tea. If only I could get tea cozies. Trust me, I would. I really would do tea cozies, man. That is the shit. Could you imagine FMC on a tea cozy? Fuck yeah. I want an FMC tea cozy, and I don't even own a teapot. Let's bring down this volume once again. So we'll bring all these faders down, and as you can see, I think there's no bass. I've got no bass on this track. So I'm going to have to record some bass on this. Let's just check if there's bass. This track might be bass. Bass. There is bass. Right. So that's just a clean signal bass. So we need to add a actual bass track here. So we're going to use this bass and the same tone that I've used all the way through this, which is clean. And it is this high definition bass sound. So now I can drag this up to where the bass track is, and we can just drag this bass track into there, and we can delete this because we no longer need it. Just whack your tea on your head, and all the hipsters that do, yeah, man, fuck. That's better. I can already hear that sounds a bit out of time. Right. We can turn off the click track. So you can see I haven't separated the cymbals here either, which is really slack of me. Okay, so the guitars all need redoing in this, clearly. And I need to do cymbals for this. I'll do that later today. Let's just have a listen to the bass and drums all the way through to make sure they're kind of in time. Just enough so we can decide if we're going to do some bass on this. That's definitely out of time. See you later, Adam. Good luck with you finishing up everything, your video clip. So we're pretty close. What I'm going to do is just do a duplicate track of this, mute this out, and I'm going to try and do this again. Got my bass, got my bass, got my bass, got my bass, got my bass. And we are going through the iRig today. So that is now, as you can see on my desk here, the iRig is permanently set up. And let's get some volume on my bass. So there will be a bit of noise coming through, I expect. Maybe, kind of, sort of. Input 2. Alrighty, I'll give this a bit more volume. We'll give it a test, see how it sounds. Add some. Give it a bit of volume. Cool. I'm going to try something a bit different. Can I do these stabs at the start? See how that sounds? There we go. Pretty easy, I think. No nod P bass. There you go. Not a P bass at all. I nearly purchased a P bass, but I decided against it. I swapped it at the last minute for that one. So it's an Artist Guitar, Australian brand. I really like Artist guitars. All right. So that sounded okay to me. I think I was kind of sort of in time. So it kind of worked, I guess. We shall see. Let's get out of this track and that'll do. So we need to leave a note in here for a notepad. Record guitars. So that's what needs to be done on this particular track, and need to leave a note as well. Let's go here. Cymbals need placing. We may come back to that just at the end of the show, but that's saved. Hello, Barry. Hope you're doing well. Hope your song's coming along. So that was Wank Snot Sandwich. This is Snorting My Rapist's Ashes. And we'll quickly do a duplicate of this one. I don't think there's bass on. There is bass. Oh, well, I've actually done bass. So once again, we're going to add in our effects thingy-majiggy. Hit record. Yeah, I do have Mammoth Bass, but I used Mammoth Bass on the Metheist album. But for this, I don't want a distorted bass on this. I just chose to not have a distorted bass. I want a real clean kind of ginky gink. Does that make sense? I love when guitarists make guitar noises. I want the bass to go gung 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 gung. I want a gunky guitar sound, if that makes sense, instead of a buzzy sound, because I want the guitars to carry all the distortion for this. Because there's going to be, here's the deal, there's going to be so much distortion if I add distortion on the bass. You've got gravelly vocals. There's probably going to be 3 tracks to 4 tracks of gravelly vocals. So you've got all that. So there's if you add in distorted bass as well, then there's a lot more EQing you have to do. And this is FMC, man. I don't want to be like farting around with this and dicking around with EQ. So I want the distorted guitars to carry all the distortion, the vocals to carry out the top end and the mid-range, the guitars, and the bass to carry out that gung, 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 to give it that dirty, gunky, if that makes sense. I guess it does. It does to me anyway. We've all got our ways, yeah? So I'm going to turn down this effects track as usual. Yeah, Papa Tom Carrera. If you go into your settings thing, you've got a little notepad here. And that's really handy just to leave little notes for yourself. So I recommend doing it. The other way you can do it also is if you... I always get scared when I open a notepad. If I open a brand new note, go back to GarageBand, you can do this. You can swipe up from the bottom. Come on. Oh, man. Dude. And then you can grab the notepad and drag it here. And then you can have your notes here whenever you want. And then you can just swipe them away and then swipe them back onto the screen. So if you need notes for reading lyrics or something like that, that's another good way to do it. And before Apple added a timeline, you could actually do this if you wanted to record the timing of your song. So you would hit play and then hit play here. And you'd be able to time your song that way. But now Apple have added a timeline to it, so that's cool. Let's bring all these faders down. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my room so we can do it all night and I can make it feel right. Whoa. Just going to bring everything down because it's a very loud mix at the moment. And I don't know what I'm using in this. So we'll just start by bringing in the drums. Okay. Whoa. There's some fast kicks. Look at those things. Though we'll need some EQing definitely later on. So we'll bring this bass up here. I'm going to have to redo this. that snare up a bit. Okay, let's solo out the drums and this new bass track. Let's do some more bass, shall we? Now, I don't even know if I remember how to play this song, so that's another thing. Because, yeah. Let me just check the other bass track for what I'm playing in this second bit. Cool. Alrighty, I get what we're doing now. So I need my timer on here. I need my click track. Give it a bit more volume. Bring in these drums. So I'm probably going to not play this as fast because the guitars are doing all of that. It doesn't need to be crazy. I think that sounds right. All right, we'll try that again. Sweet, yeah. See you later, Tom. Thanks for being here today. Let's do this. Motherfucker. One more time. Maybe two more times. That sounds okay to me. Okie dokie. I think we're good. That was Snorting My Rapist's Ashes. Happy stuff. Up the Guts. Let's make a duplicate. We're almost there. Let's make a duplicate. And now I think we'll be good for the day just to go through these. Does this have bass? I don't think it does. Let's do our usual trick and add in our effects. So it looks like the guitars are there, but it doesn't look like there's any bass in this at all. Bring the volume down. Okay, so what do we got? Is this bass? Let's check this.
Oh no, fuck all, you will taste my dirty fuck. I will cut you from your knuckle.
Oh, we do have bass. Oh, let's do it faded. Shall we do a faders? Let's do a faders. Let's bring in these kicks. For some reason I've got snares at the top. So I've got double kicks here. Yeah, Gary. That's funny. I think that sounds all right. So just going to put a note in there to re-record some guitars. But the bass is fine, I think. I don't think I need to fix the bass. So that's another one down. So basically, today's turned out to be a mixing day, really, which is really good. I'm absolutely surprised at how far. This is the last song. This is the title track. Community Colostomy Bag. The last track. Holy shit. And I do believe there's no bass on this, so I'm seriously going to have to do some bass on this one. Oh, why didn't that record? Okay, delete. Let's bring this down with our master track. Master track. Let's do faders down. So it looks like we've got guitars here. Bottom two are guitars. And looks like that's all we've got. Guitars and drums. These are all drums. And all the rest, there's nothing there. Cool. Cool beans. Cool bananas. Let's get these drums happening. Where are the snares? Ah, there's no snares at start. All right, see if I can remember this. Okay, so I will try and play this along. We'll take out the guitars. Take out the guitars, please. See if I can actually pull this off at our metronome. So I'm going to play it along with the guitars just so I've got a bit of reference. So we'll remove that. Give the bass a little bit of loudness. That's better. Let's just play it along. We'll try it again with just the drums. Almost nailed it. A little bit of a fuck up in there. Should I play it higher up? Maybe. Let's just bring it in and hear what it sounds like with the guitars. I just like hearing the kick drums, Gary. Don't you do that as a bass player? You're a bass player, aren't you? To try and get syncopated with the bass drums, I think it's more important than to play with the guitars. That's just my thing. You don't have to do that. It's just something I've always kind of done. Let's hear it with the guitars. yeah. I don't think that little mistake I made in there is going to bother me too much. At the end of the day, folks, why will I not be so give a shit about this? Because it's FMC. And FMC has a long history of being really shit. We try and make the music as piss poor as possible. That's the whole thing behind it. So, I reckon that's cool. I reckon we've got all this down now for now. Today, off camera, I'll just fix up all the little guitar-y bits. And then I'll finish writing the lyrics today. And then tomorrow we'll be doing vocals. So that should be fun. Stupid vocals, yeah? Lots of fun. And hopefully I can write all the lyrics. And as a special treat, because those of you who've hung out with me today, I thought it would be a bit of a long show today to get through all this. I'd like to play you something if you'd like to hang around for another 11 minutes. I want to give you a little bit of a history of FMC. So, I know there's only a lot of people have dropped off. That's all good. So, FMC began in 1994, if you believe that, yeah. It was a bit of fun. I wrote a demo in about a night, pretty much. I wrote, I can't remember how many, 9 songs I think are on the original demo, and we were called Filth. And so I started this band. I got a few friends involved. We wrote it. I wrote all the songs. Everyone learnt it. We did a demo. We did a handful of gigs. The demo got banned in a whole bunch of countries. You'll see why in a minute. And then I left the band because the singer's a twat. It is what it is. And he kept the name. And he's still going with the name Filth. And then I came back a few years later and decided to say, you know what? I want to be filthier than Filth. So I'm going to be Filthy Maggoty Cunt. That's where FMC came from. So, but what's really cool is online, there's a copy of the original demo that I wrote. Filth. Clitoral Vision. That's what the demo was called. And there it is. Look at this. Filth Clitoral Vision. Here it is, my friends. This is cool. I don't even have a copy of this. So you can see here, this is the old cassette tape that it was on. You can see down the side here, it says, Filth Clitoral Vision, I Cunt See. And that's, not much has changed, yeah? There's a picture of a vagina with an eyeball inside it. And these were the song titles: Janicore, Lickety Splits, Tissue Love Box, More Fun Than Fucking a Beehive, Celebrate the Filth, Choco Balls, Fill the Sock, SSM. I can't really say what that stands for because we live in a very politically correct world now. And if I said that, I'd get cancelled. Period Party, Slut Bait, and The Vulgar Taste of Dusted Blood. So here's me. My name was D in the band. Guitars, vocals, samples, and bass. Felch Beast, vocals and samples. Cold Fish, Loveless bass and vocals. And Spanky on drums. We actually recorded this in a recording studio, believe it or not. Went to a recording studio. So this was 1995. This happened. And the songs are very short. The whole thing only goes for like 10 minutes. All these songs. So we'll go through it. And there's all of us do vocals. So there's a lot of crazy vocals, yeah. So yeah, enjoy. This is, I'll let you know each song title because some songs are very quick. They only go for 3 seconds. The first track is Janicore. And it's very powerful. Here we go.
I think that what we call it grindcore metal, it's extreme form of art. It reflects today's society. Today's society is far more faster, it's far more evil, should we say. And then we also imagine all the kids, so everyone would imagine in the past the nuclear umbrella there and the destruction of future of mankind perhaps. And today it's the destruction of the environment or everything like that. But I say this, that the kids who get into this music are basically weak character. The music is so aggressive and so powerful that you have to find positive, aggressive, powerful, find interesting and
Politically incorrect.
Associate with it somehow, that you would kind of understand it. I feel that some of the lyrics are short, very extreme and very powerful and very, excuse me, please, at times disgusting. I also like to state that the lyrics are totally not to be understood with the singing, but I literally think it's an extreme form of art, and it's not meant to please everyone. However, it's certainly an extreme form of art. But see, you touched on a point there that somebody else might like to pick up. Is it reflecting what you're thinking?
The next song is called Lickety Splits. See you later, Guzzo.
You cost me my eye, my body, and some might say my sanity. Now you might expect me to be quite pissed about it. Well, frankly, I am. But that's not why I'm hurting you now. No, I just enjoy torturing young girls. I know it's sick, but everyone needs a hobby.
That was Lickety Splits. This is Tissue Love Box. It's about buying a box of tissues, ripping out all the tissues, filling the box with liver, and fucking it.
Oh yeah, do you want it? Oh yeah, can you feel it? Oh yeah,
See you, Dan.
do you want it? Oh yeah, can you feel it? Drop your jaw. Grab the ball. Get off your ride.
I don't know, Gary. No idea. All right, I don't know why we chose liver. The next song's called More Fun Than Fucking a Beehive, and the lyrics go, buzz, 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 I wonder why he does. That's it.
Hey! Get off my sugar! Bad bees! Bad! Ow! Ow! Oh, they're defending themselves somehow!
The next song's called Celebrate the Filth.
Excuse me, is there an Orange Julius stand on this floor?
I'll sell you this one. It's almost full.
Well, why don't I drink out of a toilet bowl?
He'll be
He'll
back.
be back.
Celebrate the film.
The last lyric of that song was Celebrate the Filth, Eat Minstrel Soup. This song's called Choco Balls. It's about spreading melted chocolate on your balls to get the next door neighbor's dog to lick it off. I don't know. I was young.
More testicles mean more iron.
I needed the money.
Choco Balls.
This is Fill the Sock, and the lyrics are Fill the Sock, Choco Block, Fill the Sock, Ready to Rock. Oh no!
I would like to call certain people.
This isn't that. Where's Fill the Sock?
I feel that they murdered Ray. Well,
This is SSM. This is the ballad. And the next song, this is called Period Party. And I don't know why Fill the Sock's not on here. Maybe that when they recorded this, they didn't put it on. But the second last song is Slut Bait.
Introduce the scalpel hack. Bury your fist teeth. Brains and juices see. Slot bait. Slot bait. Slot bait. Slot bait. Slot bait. Slot bait. Fill her cup with blood. Fill her cup with blood. Fill her face with blood. Fill her face with blood. Short bird. Slot bird. Slot bird. Slot bird. Slot bird.
And the last song I can't play, I'm not going to play because it's a cover of a Blood Duster song and I don't want to get a copyright claim. So there you go. There's a little bit of Filth. That's where FMC came from. So now you're educated. Look, see, Filth even have stuff that they've released since. There's heaps of stuff on here. People have put up here. They've done a split album with General Surgery, with Regurgitate. So they've continued doing it. So happy days. There's FMC, Story of the Sadistic Seagull Fucker. Ablaze in the northern suburbs. So they're still going as a band. They just rarely do stuff these days. Good shit. Yeah, definitely a chorus everybody can get involved in. All right, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the show today. GarageBand sound packs are really cool. All that jazz. Good luck with all your Songtember songs. I'll see you back here tomorrow to work on some vocals. Good times, vocals, yay. We're nearly finished. In the home straight. Things are starting to be mixed. Everything's starting to sound okay. I've got myself a Thomas Christ t-shirt, so I'm happy. Thank you very much, Thomas. And we'll be back to do vocals tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. And remember, we all rise together. Adios. Have a good one. Bye-bye.